Yo, Top Billin to ya. Top Billin, your boy is back. Excited as ever to be talking about one of the most underrated cornerbacks in the entire NFL. And that is my man, James Bradberry from them New York Giants. James Bradberry, you remember that man making his name up in the NFC South? Got to see him a lot here in Atlanta, going against that freak Julio Jones and Michael Thomas and all these guys. And, man, he would hold his own. James Bradberry is just one of those, man, he's like a technique maven type, right? He may not wow you with his athleticism, although his size definitely has a wow factor to it. He's about 6'1", probably close to like 215 pounds. He's a rather big corner, rather large corner. Pause. You got to pause that. But that man's ability to think the game through. You know, that's my thing right there. People who can think the game through. There's a lot of these guys out there that are straight faking the funk. They're just working off of complete athleticism. Bradberry's a very good athlete, don't get me wrong. But, man, he's such a stickler for detail. The angles that he takes, he's always making plays. Like, he's one of these guys. Like, there's a guy on Seattle. His name is Trey Flowers. For some odd reason, Seattle people be pumping this guy up. He's trash dookie in my opinion, right? He doesn't make any plays. They'll be like, he shut somebody down. But I'm like, man, he didn't have a PBU or nothing. Like, somebody's not getting thrown to. That doesn't mean they're not getting shut down, right? They're not throwing to DK Metcalf. Does it mean DK Metcalf not getting – means he's getting shut down? I thought not, but it is what it is. Speaking of, the Giants playing Seattle this weekend. So, focusing on James Bradberry, he likes to travel with the best corner, or they have him travel with the best wide receiver on the other team. So him versus DK Metcalf is going to be something to see, right? He's not going to shut DK Metcalf down. I don't think they've built a corner on God's green earth that can shut DK Metcalf down. But can he make plays? Can he make it interesting? Can he frustrate DK Metcalf? Can he force them to probably go away from DK Metcalf more times than not? These are things that we need to see. But, man, I want to get into a little bit of a film study on James Bradberry because I know there are a lot of people out there that just do not know about this man. He's completely under the radar. So let's go ahead and get to it.
What more can I say?
Top Billin. All right, so check this out right here. My man's ability to play both the deep third coverage in the Giant scheme, right? Patrick Graham loves to play that 3-deep coverage. Defending a third of the field vertically. He is extremely good at that. Did a little bit of that in Carolina as well. But he can play man-to-man, press man coverage, close quarters coverage. He can do it all right here. Now, check this out right here, right? The running diversionary tactic is just a simple pick, right? They just want to pick, get him free for a sharp slant, but he goes underneath the pick. But you can see how my man reacts from that. We'll go ahead and run that. Look at that, rhythm step, but look at the angle taken. And he makes a play on ball. One more time, full speed. P-O-B, play on ball. That's what I want. Like that, man. I want that from my guys, making a legit impact, doing something. Now you can see him right here working with my man, Darnay Holmes in tandem. Got the receiver going straight for him. Look at, he's not even trying to run a route, right? This is just straight diversionary tactic. It pretty much works right here. Maybe if Wentz had the ball out a little sooner, but you can see right here with the traffic, my man had to kind of sidestep it. He would have ran into his own receiver right there. But look at him quickly reset, and look at the angles he takes when he puts his foot in the ground, and he knows how not to interfere, and he knows which hand to use. Outside hand has those long arms. P-O-B. That was on third down too, man. That was really clutch. All right, very similar deal right here. Going against Kendrick Bourne, running the in-breaking route. I just love his ability to transition, man. It's very smooth. You see right there, look at that. Try to run a pick on him. What does he do? Man, be taking that proper angle, baby. Taking the proper angle. Let's go back on it. See right there? He immediately recognized it, and you can see where he was going to go originally, but look at the peripheral vision. Being able to see these guys coming in his zone, going over the top of that, and still resetting once he clears. Now, you can see the circuitous route he takes right here to being able to go and still get ahead of Kendrick Bourne here. And, of course, what does he do? This time he uses that outside hand, goes around, makes a POB again. Guy's working, man. All right, this time we see him working the deep third coverage. It's deep third coverage, but there's a certain amount of zone that you have to play to the inside. I would say he's probably playing about right here. So you're playing zone coverage with man principles. You're going to have Bourne here this time running a deep hook, and he plays this to perfection. All right, running full speed right here. All right, you can see this. I like to look at the coverage shell as well. Got Logan Ryan right here. So you can see him rotate to the deep third there. You see it, Yidam, Ryan right here. Keeping your eyes on the quarterbacks. Remember, still zone coverage, being able to look at the quarterback, but you have to have a feel for the man right here. And they're running a hook with a wheel route underneath that or behind that. And look at him stick that foot in the ground, break it up. All right, we see it going this side right here. Working this way, knowing when to abort going vertically and stick that foot in the ground. You can see him make a play on the ball right here. We can see it even closer right here. Better field view. So you can see Ayuk on the wheel route right there. And then you have my man Love underneath that. But check this out right here. Man mirroring him, right? See him working vertically up the field, still looking at the quarterback, but knows when to bog it down, transition, and then take the proper angle, not to interfere, use those long arms. Breaking it up. One more game right there. He's making legit plays, legit impactful plays. All right, so my man Bradberry is one of the few people that in man coverage doesn't necessarily have to track. Although kids out there watching this always track the ball, but he does a pretty good job of understanding how to play through hands. Check this out going against Allen Robinson. He traveled with him and had a very good game against him. Look at that. Not in phase. I don't know if you can see that. We'll go one more time and right there, but you can see the crux of it. Well, actually, I got to go back a little bit on that right there. Let's see what he's working with here. Right, so close quarters coverage. No press, just kind of meets it right there with the inertia. Just kind of slows that down, gets himself in position there. Not necessarily a two-hand jam or anything, just meeting the contact. Staying in his hip pocket, and let's let it roll right there. They got a little bit closer. But, man, he comes up with a pick on this. It's kind of weird. We can see him right here traveling with him. Now, you can see he's in phase. This is what I don't understand. He's in phase. Robinson is tracking, but he decides to play this through the hands, even though he's in phase right there. And he does a damn good job of doing it, too. My man's going up over him. He plays it like he has eyes in the back of his head. Look at that. Ends up getting his hand on the ball and then pulls it down when he comes down, pulls it out of there, and it was a pick. Look at that. Strong cat, man, 215 pounds. Kind of reminds me of Nnamdi back in the day. Remember Nnamdi Asomugha? Very much a technique maven, bigger corner. Bradberry may be a little bigger as far as his weight. I'm not so sure about Nnamdi's a pretty big dude as well. Maybe a little taller than James Bradberry, but very similar in skill set. All right, same deal right here. My man Allen Robinson running a hook. He's working vertically. You can see him with the vertical bell. Stick that foot in the ground. Oh, makes a POB that turns into an INT for my man Love, Julian Love. We can see it right here. All right, once again, working in tandem with Holmes. This is a very good defensive backfield. We're talking about talent, man. I mean, you got Bradberry in this, Logan Ryan, but you can see it coming in the hook right here, sticking that foot in the ground. Sticking that foot in the ground. That means you have control over your lower body mechanics, right? I always tell people all the time, playing cornerback, a defensive back in general, you play it with your feet. You don't play it with your hands. So he is the epitome of playing it with your feet. Probably makes up for his lack of deep speed. And, of course, with the length and everything like that, the FBI just makes him a very, very good player right there. You guys got to let me know how good you think this guy is. Man, I think he's playing at a Pro Bowl level for real. All right, here we go. It's going to be the last one right here. What you're going to have is your man Miller in motion. So you got a two-man route combination. Got James Bradberry right here working vertically, of course, but it's going to be a little bit of eye candy on him. You got your man running a deep corner route. That would be Mike Evans, one of the best in the NFL there. And then this is an out route. So being able to work this vertically in zone with man principles And I'm not sure how he does this, but this was an awesome play. Check that. Look at that. Since you're working in tandem, got a little bit of traffic right there. He's beat. Plays it right through the damn hands, man. Right through his hands. This is a good play, man. If you ever been in this situation, you talk about panic time. He turns and transitions, flips his hip, and he's smoked. But he still gets there. And he breaks up the pass. Even Mike Evans couldn't get it. He's like, what? Shit was hard. All right, check it out here. Now, if you're in this situation and you're working out of your pedal and you can feel somebody behind you like that. First of all, he really bites on the inside stem right there, right? He jabbed him to the inside. Bradberry kind of bit on that a little bit, and then he turns and he has hit him right there in his sights. Barely misses him, but he turns and transitions. But Mike Evans can run, man. He's a big, long strider dude. He can run. He's heading towards the corner, so that becomes route recognition right there, especially when you see him tracking right there. What do? Just don't panic. Don't panic. At the very least, just let him catch it, then you tackle him. But, man, if the ball's not there and you're getting there in phase, hey, you're good. Work through the hands, and that's exactly what he does. Works through the hands, breaks it up. Hell of a play. I can expect DK Metcalf to get behind that man, but we shall see. It's a whole different animal when you have Chef Russell throwing that ball to that man, Russell Wilson throwing it up top on those vertical routes there. So it'll be about what you do at the beginning of the route going against DK Metcalf. But, hey, they're already working vertically a lot anyway. It's going to be a good matchup, man. I can't wait to see it. So let me know what you think about your man James Bradberry and his prospects going against DK Metcalf this Sunday. I think it's Sunday. No one Seattle or whatever like that. They feel like they're always on prime time or something like that. But we shall see. All right, but it's your boy Murph, the Underground King, New York. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And I am out. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.